I don't think exploratory testing is a testing strategy, as I see it. I view exploratory testing as an approach to testing. It's a way we go about testing. So a testing strategy is something different, I think. But as an approach to testing, um, I, I, I don't see it as primarily a training or learning thing. It is actually an approach to testing the software. So that's important to note. So if we use an exploratory testing as an approach to the way we do testing, then um, you can apply this approach to whatever scope of thing it is. So if you're tasked with testing a user story, that's one level of scope, a fairly small scope thing typically, or you can apply the same approach to a collection of stories and a feature, or even a whole product if you want. So I don't think the scope necessarily constrains the use of exploratory testing as an approach. But of course, the kind of testing you might choose to do will be quite different depending on that scope. So if you are starting from a user story, for example, you might, some kind of agile type world, you might have acceptance criteria on the story, right? So they might provide you with a starting point for sort of ideas of what you need to check first in that story, and then you can start to broaden out from those acceptance criteria to think of other test ideas. But I think as an approach, it applies whether the scope is small like a story, or whether it's a higher level scope if you're tasked with, diving in and testing a whole product from scratch, for example.